Alright, this is going to be the break for box 5 right here of Panini Elite Extra Edition Baseball. So here is the list of participants right here. We had Jesse, Paul, Drew, Young, Ed, Fred, John, Greg, Dean, Jesse, and Ed. So we're going to copy at the bottom with Ed all the way up to Jesse. We're going to right click, copy. Then we're going to go to random.org. We're going to right click, paste. We got everybody from Ed all the way up to Jesse. Okay, then we're going to hit randomize 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. So now we're going to copy everybody from Ed all the way up to Fred. We're going to right click, copy. So we got Fred at the top, Ed at the bottom. So we're going to bring up our baseball spreadsheet here, and we're going to right click and paste, and then we are going to print. And here we go. We got Fred, Diamondbacks, Jesse, Braves, Ed, Orioles, Jesse, Red Sox, Dean, Cubs, Ed, White Sox, Dean, Reds, Paul, Indians, Rockies, Young K, Tigers, Greg, Astros, Syntex, Royals, Dean, Angels, Fred, Dodgers, John Moore, Marlins, Syntex, Brewers, Jesse, Twins, and Mets, Paul, Yankees, Ed with the A's, Fred with the Phillies, Ed with the Pirates, Syntex, Padres, Paul, Giants, Ed, Mariners, Paul, Cardinals, Jesse, Rays, Young K, Rangers, Greg, Blue Jays, and Ed has got the Nationals. So here we go. Wow, Paul, you got the Yankees again. That's your team, man. Good deal. So we'll see if anybody wants to trade. Anybody wants to make a trade, feel free. I'll give it a minute, and we'll see if anybody wants to make a trade. Alright. Hey, Greg, no problem, man. You're not being a pain. You have the Astros and the Blue Jays and the Orioles. No, that's Ed has the Orioles. Greg, you have the Astros and the Blue Jays. Astros and the Blue Jays. Greg H. Alright, so they're working out a trade right now. So that's, if you're watching the video, if you're going to be watching on YouTube later, that's why nothing's going down at the moment. Those guys are trade talking. While they're doing that, I'm going to lay these packs out, make it go a little bit quicker. If you guys do reach a trade, let me know so I can update my spreadsheet and get the right card shipping out to the right person. That's box 5. So Greg says this stuff puts him to sleep, the baseball stuff. I said he's not down with that. Alright, so what looks like we got a couple of deals worked out. So who? Alright, so it looks like Ed and Paul just traded the Orioles for the Cardinals. So Ed and Paul. So Paul Wooden is going to take the Orioles. And the Cardinals is going to go to Ed. And Paul just traded the Rockies. So Jesse L gets the Rockies. Paul gets the Twins. Yep, so I got those two trades. I got the Orioles, Cardinals, and Twins, Rockies trades. Any other trades going down? Any other trades? Let me print this one. Alright, it doesn't look like it. So now we can get on with this one. Panini Elite Extra Edition Baseball, Box 5. Alright. So here we go. First pack. Hopefully we get a hot box. It's got 10 autos in here. We'll see what we got. Hot boxes have 10 autos. Maybe I should cut that light on. Let's see. We got a Caleb Merck, Minnesota Twins. Zach Green, Phillies. We've got the dummy card. And a Joe DiCarlo here, Seattle Mariners. This is number 25 of 25. So that's a good way to start. 25 of 25 right there. That's Seattle Mariners, and that's going out to Ed G. Then we got a Damian Carroll, Tampa Bay Rays, a Dylan Cousins, Philadelphia Phillies. It's a good way to start getting a number card like that. That's a good sign. The last box that we were doing that with had about 8 autos in it and just all kinds of good stuff. So hopefully we get another one of those. We got Jairo Barris, Texas Rangers, Martin Augusta, San Francisco Giants, and here we've got a Richie Schaefer, Tampa Bay Rays. It's going out to Jesse, and that's an on-card auto. Look at that, man. It's 527 of 722 on-card auto. That's nice, man. So Jesse scores 5 points in the Fantasy Breaks standings. Jesse L, 5 points. Good one, man. Nice pull. Tampa Bay Rays. And next up we've got an Angel Ortega, Milwaukee Brewers, and a Carson Kelly, St. Louis Cardinals. So hopefully this is a 10 auto box. Hopefully. So we got a Nick Basto, Chicago. I have to find out if he's a Cubs or a White Sox and send it to the right guy. Luke Bard, Minnesota. We got a Mac Muncy from the A's, Cleveland Indians, Detroit. So we'll have to random that off after the break. Then we got an Alex Murin, Minnesota. Edwin Diaz, Seattle Mariners. And next up, we got a Nathan McCullers, New York. I'm assuming he's a Yankees, but I'll double check on the checklist. Josh Conway, Chicago. Have to check him on the checklist. Carlos Correa, Houston. Colin Rogers, KC Royals, and Nolan Fontana, Houston Astros. So we need to get some more autos here. Corey Jones, St. Louis, going out to Ed. We got Eddie Butler, Colorado Rockies, We've got a dummy. Then we've got a Mac Williamson, San Francisco Giants, 194 of 200. It's a die cut. And that's going out to Paul Wooden. Paul Wooden. So Jesse's on an ad. So let's see here. We got Alex Mejia. Okay, Jesse's back. Alex Mejia, Pat Light for the Red Sox. And incidentally, the Alex Mejia is St. Louis Cardinals. And next up is a Jesmuel Valentin, Dodgers. Spencer Kaboom, Washington Nationals. And here's an auto right here, Max Muncy, Oakland A's. That's an on-card auto. Look at that, man. On-card auto again. 362 of 782. Oakland A's going out to Ed G. That's cool, man. I love these on-card autos. It's awesome. So Ed just scored 5 points for pulling the auto. Then we got a Preston Beck, Texas Rangers, and a Matt Price, Boston Red Sox. That's right, Ed got 5 more. Got a Zach Jones, Minnesota Twins, Andrew Haney, Miami Marlins. Here's an auto right here. It's a sticker auto, Dylan Maples. I'm assuming it's the Cubs, but if somebody wants to check, it's Chicago. I'll check the checklist if nobody else wants to check, but if somebody can check real quick, that'd be great. It's a Dylan Maples. It's a Back to the Future insert, and it's card number 1. Card number 1, and Back to the Future insert. It's number 40 of 396, Dylan Maples, Chicago. So if somebody wants to let me know who this goes to. Is it Cubs or White Sox? Anybody got the prospect checklist up? Or somebody wants to type just Dylan Maples in Google real quick, it'll tell you. Okay, Cubs, thank you. That is going out to Dean. So Dean just scored 5 points. All right. So that's 3 autos now out of the box. 3. And we've got a Ryan McNeil and a Fernando Perez, San Diego Padres. And next up right here, we've got a Matt Smorrell, Toronto. We've got a Dario Pizzano, Seattle Mariners. And here we go, we got a Padres, Dane Phillips. It's a sticker auto. It's 13 of 189. San Diego Padres going out to Drew Syntex. So Syntex scores 5 points. Syntex racks in 5 with a Dane Phillips Padres auto. Then we got a Kieran Lovegrove for the Indians and a Seth Manny St. Louis Cardinals. So next up, we've got a Brandon Kopp, New York. We got a Marcus Stroman, Toronto. Then we've got the dummy. We got Arizona Felipe Perez, Cardinals. Brian De La Rosa, Atlanta Braves. And a Charles Taylor, Arizona D-backs. Alright, Paul is on an ad, so let me wait for Paul to get back. Let me know when you're back, Paul, and we'll keep it going, man. Alright, he's back. We got a Zach Jones, Minnesota. We got an Andrew Haney for the Marlins. And oh wow, look at this, man. It's a USA auto, so we'll have to random this off. It's a Keegan Thompson on card. So this is like the 3rd on card auto that we've gotten. Wow, man, that's awesome. This is for the national team, USA. This is a Keegan Thompson auto. So we'll have to random that off after the break. Got a Ryan McNeil, Chicago, and a San Diego Padres, Fernando Perez. Fernando Perez. Next up, we've got a Trey Lang, Austin Schatz, and we've got another one of these to random after the break. We got a Joe DiCarlo, 112 of 200, die cut, Seattle Mariners, going out to Ed G. Got a Joe DiCarlo, again, the regular cards. Got the die cut, numbered, and then the base. So that's cool. So let's see what else we can pull out of here. Everybody likes this extra edition, man. It's good stuff in here. Michael Maka, St. Louis. Ronnie Freeman, Arizona. Got an Albert Almora. There you go. Cubs. That's going out to Dean. This is the Elite Series. Then we've got a Tom Murphy, Colorado Rockies. Ty Buttrey, Boston Red Sox. And next up here, we've got J.O. Barrios, Minnesota. Patrick Kivelhan, Seattle. Chris Saratella, Phillies. Nick Treviso, Cincinnati Reds. And Matt Koch. Have to see if he's a Mets or a Yankees so I can send him out to the right person here. And next up, this pack. It wasn't exactly the easiest one to open here. There we go. Pull that thing open. Let's move these packs away from those empty ones there. Alright. So we got a Logan Taylor. Adam Walker. And then we've got the dummy. I love these Diamond Kings. This is a Darren Ruff. Diamond Kings. Philadelphia Phillies. Got a Nationals Brett Mooneyham and a Will Kleinert, Detroit Tigers. And next up here, we've got Lex Rutledge, Baltimore O's. Robert Refsnyder, Yankees. And look at this one, man. We got another Team USA, Blake Rutherford. Sticker auto, Blake Rutherford. So that's 2 autos that we're going to have to random after the break. How cool is that? We got a Mitch Geller, Phillies, and a Zach Lovern, KC Royals. And next up, that's cool to get 2 USA autos. Then we got an Avery Romero for the Marlins. JT Chargois, Minnesota. Here's another auto, Joe DiCarlo, Seattle Mariners. Yes, they get fantasy points. That is correct. Joe DiCarlo, Seattle Mariners. Going out to Ed G. This is 179 of 190. Joe DiCarlo. So this is going out to Ed. So Ed scores 5 more points. So Ed's racking up some points tonight. Then we've got a Corey Black, New York, and a Chris Stratton, San Francisco Giants. Man, let's see if we can get any more autos out of here. We've gotten quite a bit. Alex Wood, Atlanta. Anthony Melchanda, St. Louis. Got another one of these to random, the building blocks. Unless somebody owns 2/3 of it, but we'll find out after the break. Tyler Wagner, Milwaukee. Omar Luis Rodriguez, New York. Oh yeah, we got a lot of stuff breaking next. Jackson, a lot of stuff. Patrick Wisdom, St. Louis. We got Nick Kingham, Pittsburgh. Got another one of these to random off here. Then we've got an Andrew Tolles, Tampa Bay. And Scott Oberg, Colorado. Panini Limited, NFL. That still has spots left, Jackson, if you want to jump in that one. Panini Limited NFL. It's only $4.75 a spot. Dane Phillips, Padres. Rio Ruiz, Houston. Got a Tyler Wagner. This is 74 of 100. Milwaukee Brewers going out to Syntax. Got a Keon Barnum and Colby Copeland, Marlins. And then the last pack of the box right here. We've got an Andrew Lockett, Padres. Dylan Baker, Cleveland Indians. We've got a dummy card. Look at this. We got a gold auto. It's numbered 5 of 10. Brandon Brennan, Chicago. It's a die cut gold, 5 of 10. I don't know if this prospect is a White Sox or a Cubs. I'll have to look them up here in just a second. Brandon Brennan, so we can see who gets the points. Looks like there is some kind of fingerprint or something there. I didn't do that. Trying to wipe it off there. I think it'll wipe off. I just don't like messing with the cards like that. Brandon Brennan, White Sox. Thank you, Ed. Appreciate it, man. 5 of 10 gold. The status. Gold status. Brandon Brennan, White Sox. So that's going to go out to Ed. Ed G. 5 more points and another auto. Ed's racking up the autos. Then we got a Tyler Gonzalez and a Devon McClure, Cleveland. So that wraps up this box. I got 2 or 3 more boxes of Panini Elite Extra Edition. I'm starting to like this product more and more. But first things first, we need to random off these 2 autos right here, since they don't have teams. So the first one we're going to random is Keegan Thompson. We're going to random Keegan Thompson first. So what I'm going to do this just like we always do. Going to take everybody that bought into the break. And here we go. This is Elite Box 5. And we're going to take all these guys from Ed at the bottom all the way up to Jesse at the top. I'm going to right click and copy. Then we're going to go to random.org and we're going to click the list randomizer right here. And here we go. Then we're going to paste. Make sure we got everybody. Ed at the bottom, Jesse at the top. We're going to hit randomize 7 times, and the guy in the number 1 spot after 7 randoms gets the Keegan Thompson card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is for the Keegan Thompson card right here. 7 times, guy in number 1 spot gets it. Ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. All the way up to number 1, Paul Wooden. Paul Wooden. So Paul Wooden gets the Keegan Thompson auto. So Paul, you just scored 5 fantasy points. 5 points. And you get the Keegan Thompson Alright, next up we've got the Blake Rutherford. So we're just simply going to do the same thing here. We're going to go to random.org. We're going to right click and paste. Got everybody in there from Ed at the bottom to Jesse at the top. We're going to hit random 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the guy in the number 1 spot gets the Blake Rutherford. So here we go. Da-doom, 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 all the way up to number 1. Greg H. Greg H. just scored 5 points. So Greg H. is 5 points. And Greg gets the Blake Rutherford auto. Alright, so now these other ones, let's see how many autos we pulled out of that box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we had a hot box. We pulled 10 autos, came out of that box. 10. That's awesome. 10 autos came out of that box. So now we got to just simply random these. These will be quick and easy. We got the Indians, Cardinals, and let me see here. Let me pull up the spreadsheet. Alright, so Indians is owned by Paul Wooden. The Cardinals is Ed G. And is Ross Stripling, is that a Dodgers or Angels? Anybody know? Let me look him up. Ross Stripling. Let's see here. Ross Stripling. He's a Dodgers. Alright, so we're going to random this between let's see, we got Paul, Ed, and Fred. Paul, Ed, and Fred. Paul, Ed, Fred. So here we go. This will be easy. We're just going to hit randomize 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Paul gets that one there. It's going out to Paul. And then next up, we have the Mike Zunino. So we got Seattle, Boston, Houston. Let's see if anybody owns 2/3 of these guys. Seattle is Ed. Boston is Jesse. Houston is Greg. So Ed, Jesse, Greg. Ed, Jesse, Greg. So we're going to hit randomize 7 times here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ed gets that one there. And then we have KC and 2 Detroit. So whoever owns Detroit is going to get this one. This is Young K. So Young K gets that card. Then we got Oakland, Cleveland, and Detroit. So Oakland is Ed. Cleveland is Paul. Detroit is Young. So Ed, Paul, Young. Alright. Ed, Paul, Young. Gonna do this 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ed. So Ed gets that one. Alright, so that's gonna complete the hot box break. Panini Elite Extra Edition 5 was a hot box 10 auto.